Give a cup of water in the name of the Lord. We need to give away all the things that we have stored. Too much time spent thinking of ourselves, when all around us people crying out for help.
His mother always knew that he was meant to serve a special purpose here. The angel had said the story tells. He was carrying his gift.
Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. I guess I'd have to say evening almost. This is Pastor Randy Simmons with Remnant Church of Victor. And I'm going to do the next one, the part 16 of our Back in the Day. This is going to be a group of bands that I would refer to as the Also Ran, or Also Were, or something like that. These are bands that they had a unique sound. Some of them were harder sounding, but they were pioneers in the Christian music scene. So let me get started on this. During the early to mid 80s and even into the 90s, Christian music began working at breaking through to the secular music world. Groups began branching out, producing music that was kind of neutral, not theological. The early days of this era in Christian music gave us two of the most powerful Christian metal bands in Christian music history, and that was Jerusalem and a band called Messiah Prophet. Along with these bands were other bands that were from the Scandinavia area, like Narnia and Leviticus, and with them was a band called Servant. Now, Servant was a unique style. They were, when they came out, they were kind of on the line of New Age, or not New Age, New Wave. That would have been really bad. New Wave or early punk. Okay? So these bands lived their faith before the whole world. These bands brought a harder sound with the Christian music into the Christian music industry that no one would have expected. Jerusalem, Messiah Prophet were some of the first to step out to the harder music. As I said, these bands are what I refer to as also-rans. That's why I wanted to present these bands for you to consider. Let's look at first Servant. Servant was a softer but unique sound for the Christian music. They presented some great lyrics that hit hard on social situations, social issues of the world. Narnia was another band that stepped into the scene, building upon the material from actually C.S. Lewis's books, The Chronicles of Narnia. Leviticus was a band, harder sound, also stepped into the Christian music scene with a more melodic metal sound. Each of these are just the beginning of our discussions. Okay, as I said, these are the beginnings. Servant was a Christian rock group that grew out of the counterculture Jesus movement of the 60s and 70s. While living in Tucson, Arizona, they asked a friend there to pray with them about their direction. He saw in division a bright gold leaf with a background of a dark green forest. To them, that meant they were to go to Canada. The rest is history. The band was formed in Victoria, British Columbia, which is actually close to where I lived, in 1976 by Jim Palasari, and performed to audiences throughout North America, Europe, and Australia for over 12 years. Wow. Originally, they were named Higher Ground, and the group later changed their name to Servant. The lyrics of their songs are known for challenging the Christian church to turn back to social justice and caring for the poor. From 81 to 85, opening acts were Servant included Grammy Award-winning Petra, DeGarmo and Key, Joe English from Paul McCartney and Wings, he was the drummer, Will McFarlane, who recorded with Jackson Browne, Randy Matthews, Jerusalem, there we go, and Steve Kent. Petra opened for Servant on tour in late 1981 and early 1982, just as Petra's breakthrough album Never Say Die was beginning release. After Jesus People Europe disbanded, Palasari and others formed the Highway Missionary Society a year later, based in British Columbia, Canada, with Servant on an outreach of the society based on the west coast of North America. In 1984, they were renamed the Servant Community in Cincinnati, Ohio, as Servant became the primary outreach of the community. So that was the band Servant. Jerusalem is a Swedish Christian rock band founded in 1975 by Ulf Christensen. It was one of the first bands to combine Christian lyrics with a hard rock and heavy metal sound. So I said they were pioneers. Jerusalem's message was primarily aimed at youth, with their lyrics describing the band's relationship to God in an ordinary but radical way. The band's purpose was expressly evangelistic. Their concerts have been described as a series of revival meetings which often included, now catch this guys, altar calls and occasionally even exorcisms. In 1985, Jerusalem quit touring and enrolled in the Word of Life Bible School. In 1987, they released Dancing on the Head of the Serpents. Wow, great album. Paulson played the keyboards, and the record sleeve depicted jeans and boots clad person jumping on a person's head who appears to be half human and half lizard. They are still around even today, guys. I want you to know that. Messiah Prophet is another pioneering band in Christian metal, releasing 2 albums in the mid-'80s and one more with a different lineup in 1996. The Messiah Prophet band was formed in the late 70s by Dean Pellman and Gil Tabor as an acoustic duo performing cover songs in Pennsylvania. It had developed into a full band by 1983 with Charlie Clark singing, Andy Strauss and Rob Clark playing guitar, Dave Dopart on drums, and Pellman on bass guitar. They recorded their debut album, Rock the Flock, in the spring of '84. Jack Althouse, I guess that's Althouse, a local artist and friend of Pellman, was commissioned to paint the iconic cover. In early 1987, the band took a short break from the road to begin writing for their third album, tentatively titled Metal Messiah. In '85, a new Messiah Prophet lineup was being planned by executive producer Ray Fletcher. I'm skipping some of the stuff. Clark was brought in after a number of songs were written. Stylistically, the new material was too bland, pop-oriented, and sedate for Clark's powerhouse vocals, so he bowed out. Grimm, who was replaced, was in a serious motorcycle accident 2 weeks before recording, so they found Mike Raitt, who had previously played with Shane Regal in the band King of Hearts. In 2003, German-based label Shark Records put two Messiah Prophet songs, Hit and Run and Heavy Metal Thunder, on a split album with Power Lord and Max Warrior under its Rusty Diamonds imprint. And that was kind of the end of Messiah Prophet. Narnia is another band, is a Swedish Christian power metal band founded by guitarist, and I'm going to try to say these names, guys, so just bear with me, Carl Johan Grimmark and singer Christian Liljegren. The band formed in Sweden in '96, disbanded in 2010, and reformed in 2014. Their music references the Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. Liljegren and Grimmark met for the first time in '93 at a town in the south of Sweden. At this time, Liljegren and his band Modest Attraction were just about to release their first album, called The Truth in Your Face. They remained in contact over several years. The two, Grimmark and Liljegren, 2 years, during which both had trouble with their bands. Modest Attraction produced its second album, Divine Luxury, at the same time as Grimmark decided to leave Sentinel. Liljegren had a passion for melodic hard rock, which he was not able to explore in the band Modest Attraction. Grimmark was instantly interested in a project along those lines. Stefan soon left the band altogether, and Grimmark was asked whether he would like to become a full-time band member. In '96, they went into the top recording studio, and Grimmark played all of the instruments Liljegren sang. The recordings took several months. On the 9th of April 2008, Narnia began recording their latest album. On 29th of April, Liljegren announced his departure from the band. On the 29th of August, the band announced on their official MySpace that the new vocalist is Germain Pascal. Germain grew up in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, but moved to Sweden in his teens. On the 15th of April 2010, the band announced that they would be breaking up. And on the 20th of October 2010, they announced that they would hold two final concerts. So that was the end of that group. Leviticus is a Christian metal band from Sweden also. And the band, formed in '81, is led by Bjorn Stigson. They released 4 albums before breaking up in 1990. The band's early releases were metal with symphonic influences, using the Roland synthesizer guitar and Moog Taurus pedals. Knights of Heaven showed a move toward a more melodic rock-based sound. They played the Greenbelt Festival in England 3 times, and the Scandinavia in Gothenburg twice. The second appearance was with a festival and was filmed by a television studio. Their first U.S. tour was in August of '88, when they opened for Larry Norman and played as his backup band. In fall of that year, they toured for 2 months throughout Europe, together with Bloodgood, and concluded the year playing the Ennepetal Christmas Rock Night Festival in Germany for the second time. The band reformed in March 2003 to play at the final Bodfest. The show was recorded and released to CD. After a long hiatus, the band released No Mercy for the Living Dead in '03. Ez also released a solo album which became a Jet Circus album when Terry left the band, entitled Look at Death Now in '05. Following the end of Leviticus, Stigson formed XT with Sonny Larson. XT released 3 albums. Stigson also released a solo project entitled Together with Friends. Okay, all of that is to say these bands are unique. They have a unique sound. The idea or the fact that they came from Europe, Scandinavia, means that their vocals are sometimes hard to understand. But other than Servant, now Servant was an American band, well, Canadian, American band, but all of them had a unique sound. That's why I wanted to pick them. And there's even more coming, guys. I'm going to do another video. Probably the next one is going to be another also-rans, another group of also-rans, bands from Europe, bands that you may have never heard of, never heard them played on the radio, never seen a video of them. But what I want to do is expose you to these bands. So check these bands out, and I hope you're blessed. Okay, remember, as I always say, Pastor Randy, remember, as I always say, keep up the fight.
Power in the word spoken on the mountain, power in the promise to save. Silent tongues will talk, the lame will walk. There's power to rock the grave, and the power is wide. And the power won't be tamed, and the power is wide.
Give a cup of water in the name of the Lord. We need to give away all the things that we have stored. Too much time spent thinking of ourselves, when all around us people crying out for help. There's a fallen angel on a throne in every capital city, ruling with wisdom that manipulates the children of this century, pulling the kings like puppets on strings, bowing their knees to him. But I'm dancing on the head of the serpent. I'm dancing on the head of the serpent. I'm dancing on the head of the serpent. There's a fallen angel on a throne in every capital city, ruling with wisdom that manipulates the children of this century, pulling the kings like puppets on strings, bowing their knees to him. But I'm dancing on the head of the serpent. I'm dancing on the head of the serpent. I'm dancing on the head of the serpent. Yeah, his name is lust, his name is pride, his name is deceptive knowledge. But still he has a nail in his eye. He can't find the saints in the city. He tries and he tries, but they won't compromise. They show him no mercy, no pity, and that's alright. That's alright. But I'm dancing on the head of the serpent. He sits on the throne with an arrogant smile, thinking he's gonna stay there forever. But the king of the saints is mounting his steps. There is a judgment to settle. And in a short moment, his face goes surprise before he falls to the ground. That's alright. That's alright. 'Cause we're dancing on the head of the serpent. Yeah, we're dancing on the head of the serpent. We're dancing, oh, we're dancing on the head of the serpent.
Things didn't turn out quite the way I planned them. I find myself sitting here, broken in my rebellion. I've walked away from a place where I was loved. I've walked away to do all that I want. I'm not worthy to be called his son again. I have brought shame and disgrace in my sin. I will arise and return to my home. I will arise, no longer be his son. Who do I see running to meet me on this road? With joy and tears, he takes me in his loving arms. Who do I hear crying? My child has come back home. He is alive.